Right, so.
So I can be like that once I retire.
You can be just like those volunteers.
No, they're great.
Of course they are, of course, but like, where's the reality?
Yeah.
All right, so here we are with the roller length down the spine. And we'll start to lay back, and you can erase the ball if you're using one. So just squeeze it in so you feel the inside line of your legs, your thighs, the inside edges of your feet are grounded. And then with the arms outstretched, just rock a little side to side. Try not to go so far that you fall off. If you're worried about falling off, but just like getting a nice massage across the back here. And a nice stretch, opening the upper arm, opening the shoulder in order to open up the chest. And then from here, we'll settle in and stabilize the roller, stabilize yourself, and curve the arms up, hug the air up and above your chest. So embrace, and then you exhale and slowly drag the arms apart like they want to stay together. You pull them open and rest the hands on the ground, and then inhale to lift the arms again. And exhale, release slowly to the floor. Use the full inhalation to rise, and then the full exhalation to lower. The arms and weights are so heavy, they move away from the center of the roller, and then pulling the arms open, the blades hug the roller under you. So wrap your blades around the curve of the roller beneath you, and do that again. Inhale to come up, exhale to pull apart. This gives you a great massage in between the shoulder blades. That's where we can hold tension in our bodies. Let that go. And one more time. Easy to say, hard to do, but this kind of massage will help. Good to remember as we head into the holiday season. And now we lift the arms, and then we'll reach the fingers to the ceiling. Exhale and let the blades settle down. Inhale, the hands lift up as high as you can pull them. You feel the spine press into the roller and the blades lift. And then let's lower the blades. And then lifting the arms again, shrug the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Exhale, widen the collarbones and the blades descend. Reach again. Reaching the back of the shoulders, narrowing the chest. Exhale. The blades fall. And you open the chest, go nice and wide here across the front of your body. And again, paying attention to the movement of the scapula as you lift the arms and lower them. One last one, just like that. The feet are solid, they're steady, they're grounded as you move your arms. Now here we inhale and turn the palms forward, and exhale, lengthen the arms long at your side, and touch simultaneously to your mat. Inhale, the arms lift to the ceiling, and exhale, reach the arms back, stretch it long, and again, lift the arms up here, and then exhale, lower the hands again. Rise on the inhale and exhale, and beyond your body, open to the ceiling. Really stretch through your fingers and pull back with the blades towards your waist. As the hands go up, the blades get heavier. And as the arms lengthen forward, feel the shrug of the shoulders down away from the ears. And then we lift again. Trace the air like you're tracing two rainbows in the sky, parallel to your roller, to your body. And then exhale, bring the arms forward and down. At this point, we'll bring our hands to our shoulders, and we circle the elbows in and then up, and then exhale out, around, and down. So trying to find the shortest inhale possible and the longest exhale imaginable. You shrug the shoulders, lifting the blades away from the roller, and then sinking them down around the curve. Everyone feeling that these shoulders need a little extra attention today after the holiday? Maybe so. For the elbows, circling out wide, around and down. And we'll do this one more time here. And then let's reverse it. So you go down and wide, circle around, lift, and around again. So thinking one breath per circle, one circle per breath. And just let the tempo of your breath set the pace for your movement. Feel the air fill the lungs and then empty it out. And complete the circle and extend the arms forward. Reach long for your fingertips. The arms go up and back by your ears on the inhale and circle wide around and forward on the exhale. So holding the inside of the legs connected to the ball, or at least connecting the inner edges of your feet into the ground. What you want to avoid is letting the knees drift to one side or the other, or rolling the feet to their lateral edge. Try to hold that inside line. You stretch the whole torso long as the arms go back, and then exhale, breathe out deeply, knitting the abdominal wall together and towards center, and one more like this. Stretch out through every single fingertip, and exhale, feel the body get heavy on the roller, the feet get heavier into the ground. Reversing, palms up to circle out wide, and lifting the arms as they reach back behind you. Exhale, push the air forward and down into the ground as the arms stretch forward to the floor, and then we circle again, kind of through the air, and then pressing it down. Just go in a range of motion that feels really good in your shoulders. Reaching around and back, and then exhale, diving forward again. One last time like this, opening the chest with this movement, and exhale, pulling the belly deep and tight. Now we'll bring the hands into diamond arms, elbows wide, hands press into each other. You slide the arms back to frame your face, and then you exhale to bring the arms forward, flip the hands over the low belly, and back we go. Inhale. Exhale, forward and down now. Up and back, reach. Exhale, forward and down here. And again. Feel the blades moving. You can picture the collarbones spinning backwards as the arms go back, and then rotating forward as the arms go forward. Just one last one like this. And the arms forward for the final time. Okay. Arms at your side, slide off of your roller. And then take it across on your shoulders, onto the blades. Stay bent. And support your head with your hands. So from here, we're going to look up at the ceiling and staff behind you at the wall behind you, arching the upper body over the roller, curling the tail into the mat. And then exhale, chin to chest. Let your hands up and lift the head. Pull the elbows down in towards your navel and down that midline. And then we arch back again. You can adjust the position of the roller across your upper back so you get the amount of arch that you want, and not more than you want, not less than you want. So arch back here. Feel like it's helpful to have the thumb connected to the occipital ridge and fingers to the skull so that can help you with tipping the chin towards the chest and then supporting the weight of the head as you go back. One more here, deep exhale to come forward, the tail curls up, the waist pushes down. And inhale, up and down. And then we'll just come to a neutral position and rotate to your right. And then rotate to your left. Twist here through the waistline, rotation at the spine, and go back and forth again. Hopefully getting rid of a few knots. Maybe you had holiday travel, maybe you were hosting. Maybe you were online Christmas shopping or holiday shopping. One more to the left. And then come back to center. Push the feet down and lift your hips. And then go back and forth. Roll your upper back across the roller in both directions, forward and back. As the roller comes towards your waist, comes your upper curl. As the roller goes towards the top of your shoulders, you're lifting the neck and dropping your head in extension. Push and pull, get the deepest massage you want into that upper back and shoulder area. Just stay off the neck and stay on the ribs. One more time. And then go ahead and slide forward. Slide the roller back so it's under your neck. And holding the roller in position, just turn the shoulder from one side to the other and hold the outside of the roller, gives you another chance to open up that chest area. And as you go, gaze goes in one direction, the opposite shoulder blade drops a little deeper into the floor. And you can change the angle of your face slightly by lifting the eyes, lifting the nose, or dropping it down a bit. See where you start to feel some points of tension in the base of the skull. Getting a little massage here. A lot of the muscles in the neck, in the back of the body, anyway, connect into that occipital ridge area. If you find a spot that needs help, just rock back and forth there slowly. Micro movements over the spot that's really tighter and tense. And just get a release with that pressure. You can even pause on the spot and do circles, whatever you need. All right. And then we're taking the roller out from under the neck and the head, under your legs. So lift your foot, roll it across the sacrum, and holding the roller position, bend your knees into your chest, knees bent, and we'll let the knees fall to the right as you look left. And then pull them across to the left so you can look right. Back and forth here. You can do this to stretch in your waist, across your hips, and maybe even across the upper thigh. Finish this one up, and then we're coming back to center to lift the legs to the ceiling. So when the legs are up, just stretch them here. Let's do a point flex. Make the heels go up and the sits bones and the tail drop down. So you get a little bit more stretch into the back of your legs. And really articulate through the foot, toe ball, heel ball, toe. Now scissors, one leg back to your chest, your shoulder, the other leg forward. And we'll inhale to switch the legs. They skim past each other in midair and switch again. So both legs move in at the same time, but in opposite directions. And pause and lengthen at the end of the stretch. Just for a beat before you move again. Keeping that the legs narrow, so don't let them bend out to the side. We're trying to avoid tightening up on the empty bands. All right, and then when you're ready, when you finish it off, we lift both feet up to the ceiling and externally rotate the legs, heels touch, toes out, and then pull the legs apart for the inner thigh stretch. Gravity helps pull the legs a little closer to the ground. Exhale, pull the upper thighs together to close the heels, and do that again. Open sideways, space, and exhale, pull them together so the heels tap. Keep it open now. Exhale, close. Sides knit in towards each other, and one more time like this. And then exhale to close. Now leave the left leg up and take the right leg out to the side. Hold the left foot grounded on the roller. And then exhale, pull that right leg up all the way. the connection, and I'll leave the right leg vertical as the left leg goes sideways. Probably gonna have to rotate the body towards the right a little bit. And then exhale, draw that leg up, nice and slow, feel the weight of it as you move. And again, the right leg descends slower than it would like to just collapse and fall into gravity. And then we exhale to pick it up. We'll lift it here, let's tap, and again, the left. Everything on the right side presses into the ground or the roller. Exhale and pull that left leg up. Feel the work of it, feel the weight of it. And then we'll do one more set. So the right leg goes out sideways in that part of the arc from the ceiling towards the wall, and then exhale to bring it up. And now the right leg is vertical and the left leg moves sideways, out and down, sliding down rainbow here. Feel the stretch and then work to lift it up. At the top, feet go parallel, and we begin with your bicycle. So one knee pulls in as the other leg stretches out long. As the foot slides in across the floor, try to pull the other knee in over the chest. So you are lengthening and expansive on one leg and knitting the other one in, almost compressive on the other side. And make the circle that you're drawing here with each foot a little bit larger with every breath, with every repetition. Once you pull the knee into your chest, try to extend the shin backwards over the body. Do a little bit more work there, more stretch into your hamstring. And then we're going to back pedal from whatever point works for you. Get the foot down, try to slide the toes forward across the floor until you have to pick them up. Working to also get the biggest stretch possible through your hip joints, through the hip flexors. And you can lift the foot up with a little bit of a flourish as you kick the air back over your shoulder and chest. And then both legs come up in the air. And then here, let's scissor split again, one leg back, one leg forward. And now circle the legs out to the side. Complete the two semicircles and then reverse. Picture yourself holding a large inflated ball here or a big balloon between your feet and spin it on the ceiling right above you. You feel how the leg wants to rotate on the hip socket. That's the healthiest thing for the joint. Getting that internal and external massage as the legs circle in space. And then we can come back up to center. Bend your knees, exhale, lower your feet down. Lift your hips, change the position of the roller under you. Stay on the fresh spot here. And then we'll extend the right leg forward and the right arm back. We'll take a deep breath into the stretch and then exhale and let the body settle in towards the ground. You lengthen on the inhale, you melt on the exhale. Hopefully feeling that stretch across the hip, maybe up to the base of the rib cage, maybe even into the armpit as the arm goes back, you're stretching at your lat. One more breath like that one. Sigh the air out nice and slow and soft. And then we'll switch sides, so the right arm, the left foot come back in, and we're going to open up the left side. And then if you want, you can try both legs forward, both arms back. Bend the knees if you need to, or go back to one leg at a time. You totally feel where there's like snags and holding patterns in your body when you do this. So give it some time to unwind. And one final breath. The arms come forward, the feet pull in, and we'll lift up off of your roller and push it aside. And take a moment to just stretch the legs forward. See if you feel a little more open, a little more elongated here. Good. So legs together, lift the arms up to the ceiling, and then palms forward. Just take the arms back by your ears. We're rolling up. Lift the arms, weight in the shoulders, head lifts, neck and shoulders. Big exhale, come over and pull the waist back as you dive over your feet. And then we'll start to go back. So you can bring your gaze up, your arms rise by the ears, settle the blades down, curl the tail up, into your core, bring yourself down 1 inch, 1 vertebra at a time, and then the arms reach back behind you. Arms as low as you need to, as high as you can manage. Really work your ability to do this exercise with a challenge and still have good form and lots of control. And then you come up. The higher the arms are, the more load, so just be sure to try to keep that so you don't lose your control of your spine, going down 1 inch, 1 vertebra at a time. You always change the angle of your arms, in fact you should, to go to a place where it's difficult but not impossible. Your head dives forward, it's like you're bringing your forehead towards your knees at the same time as you're pulling the tail under and sucking the waist back. And then the pelvis rotates around the back of your legs to bring you back past your sits bones, over your glutes, down to your sacrum, down to your hips, down to your waist. Finally, the ribs, the shoulders, and the head reaches back. One more time. Big exhale before you pick up the torso, curve forward, bouncing over your legs. And then we'll go back right into hundreds. So articulate through the spine here to the tip of the blades, pull the legs in, arms at your side, extend the legs up and come. Inhaling and exhaling. I think the shoulders roll in slightly, the blades pull apart just a little bit. That's going to give you more flexibility in that upper back so you have a chance to bring the head higher. Always keep looking down your nose into the belly. As soon as you start to lift your eyes, you'll eventually lift your chin and then your head will fall back. And no one wants that. That isn't comfortable on your neck. Not that this is particularly comfortable, I'm just saying, but you want to get that work into the abdominals as much as you can so it's not into your throat. So we're breathing fully, completely, and exhaling the same. Picture the movement of the arms, pumping the air in and out of your lungs. Let's just squeeze the legs together. Even if they don't touch, they reach in towards each other. And then here, fold the knees in, lay your head back. Stretch the arms behind you and the legs forward. And just take a nice little yawn here. The whole body lengthens. And turn your head easy from side to side, give a little release. And then we're reaching for fair bands, for single leg circles. Pull your right knee into your chest. The band goes around the sole of the foot. Ball the foot and arch. You can choke up on the band if you need to and lift the leg up, reach up through the heel and down through the glute here. Pull that leg in, get your maximum stretch that feels good for you. Soften the knee as necessary, but keep the stretch in the back of the leg and the hamstring, and we reach up with the soft point, toes relax. And inhale across the body, exhale, go low, pivot from your elbows, rotate the leg externally as the right leg reaches to the right, bring it back to neutral at the top, and internally rotates as you start the circle. Keep pushing the band into more of a stretch. Remember the breathing, the deep, short inhale, and the long, slow exhale pulls it all the way around and back to the sky again. And you can feel how the muscles all around the leg, at 360 degrees, have their chance to stretch and then release. One more time, the foot circles further and further from the hips, further and further from your center with every repetition. Now we pause and reverse. The right leg moves to the right, you get to stretch the inner thigh, you go low, rotate it across the other leg and bring it up high, keeping both hips down on the ground, holding the pelvis steady on your mat while you work into a bigger circle every single time. Breathe through it, short inhale, long, deep exhale. Pull that belly deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper till you feel that inner corseting effect. And we reach again. Left side is heavy before the right leg moves right. And the right hip tries to stay down as the leg pulls across the body. Let's go for one last circle in this direction. Rotating the top of the finger into the socket. And then we lift the leg up. Give it a choke up more, pull it a little bit closer to your face. And then we'll release it slightly, and the right hand holds both ends of the band. You can anchor the elbow, anchor the left hip, and then bring the right leg out to the side and rock it here towards your shoulder and away. Gentle stretch, not crazy. Be considerate of your body. And then exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling. At the top, we switch hands. Left hand holds the strap, the right arm extends out. And we cross the right leg over, picking up the hip, the waist, the base of the ribs, leaving the shoulder blade onto the ground. You pull that right foot towards your left shoulder and rotate that leg internally to maximize your stretch into the glute and the low back. And then think about breathing into it. Maybe also think about reaching out and down through your sits bone on that right side. Shoulders are opening here. Chest is opening as the shoulders stay heavy. Exhale, unwind the body. Left shoulder to waist to right glute and pick the leg up. We're giving it another little tug, another little stretch. And then folding the knee into your chest. Head comes off and embrace the knee in tight. Let's just pull that right knee to the right armpit for a breath. And then pull the right knee across to the left shoulder. Won't go very far, but you'll feel a stretch. And then tug the knee back into your right chest. And now let's slide that forward. Shake out your legs. And just noticing the difference between the right and left side. Thumbs up on that. So here we'll pull the left leg in now. The band comes out to the front. Push the foot up to the ceiling, reach to the heel, and drop the weight of the leg deep into the socket so the glute is heavy on your left side. The elbows move forward towards your waist, and you point and flex the left foot. Articulate through it so you really get the mobility into all the joints, all the muscles in that left foot, and you'll feel that in your calf too as the heel goes up and the glute sinks down. Just one more. The weight of the leg is still heavy into the hip, and then you can release the leg slightly forward. We start our circle now. Inhale, cross the body and exhale low. Out to the side and around and up to the top again, completing the circle. And that completes the breath. So we start again, moving the leg, moving the air in and out of your lungs. We're breathing in here, we're keeping the chest wide, the shoulders rounded, all the way around and out to the top. And two more. Short, deep inhale, long, slow exhale. Just breathe in as deeply as you can, and then let the airflow out slowly till you feel the abdominal wall contraction. We come to the top and reverse, so out to the left. Exhale forward and around. Bring it low before you pull it across, and then bring it as high up and back as you can. Remember, the size of the circles are dependent on your ability to keep the pelvis grounded, the body steady on your mat. Because that way you'll get more work into your obliques and more stretch into the leg. Let's finish up with one more circle here. Push out into the strap the whole time as you're pulling back into the pelvis, into the floor. And now here from the top, the left hand will hold the strap, so you hold your right hip down, and the left leg moves left. And we rock it a bit here, back and forth. And then exhale to lift the leg up. At 90 degrees, switch your hands onto the strap, and the leg continues moving. Here as the left arm reaches out across the room. Try to stretch your left leg, reach it long, rotate it internally, and then pull it back towards the shoulder, towards the armpit again. Both blades are grounded, dropping into the ground. And then exhale, unwind to bring the hip down and the foot up. And then another stretch here for the back of your leg. It's up to the heel, straighten the knee only as much as is appropriate. And then we can fold that leg in as band comes off. Now we plug the left knee into the left chest, reaching out to the sits bone. And then we'll pull that left knee to the left armpit. The leg comes a little to the outside of the rib cage. And you can both, with your hand, pull the knee up and in towards your shoulder, but also push it down towards the floor while you keep the pelvis rounded on the right side. And then let's pull that knee diagonally across to the right armpit, to the right shoulder. So reaching out into the sits bone. I'll give you a little stretch in the piriformis here under the glute. And back to center to pull the knee straight into your right, to your left chest. And then we'll slide that foot forward. Shake out your legs and just feel, hopefully the legs are balanced. They're equally long, they're equally connected to the ground, and they're equally energized and also relaxed. So next we pull the right leg in and extend the left leg up, elbows wide as you lift your head or forward the leg. Scooching near the front door of the mat, hold onto your shins, suck the waist back, jumpers up, and you pick up your feet. You tighten up the position a bit, and we roll. Inhale to lift the tail, pull your shoulder blades, exhale, come right back to where you started. And line up your feet, press them into each other. We're working for a little bit of inner thigh work and connection to the low abs. We're going to try to get the tailbone up in the air, and then also pull it forward as you pull the belly back. And you want to rest your forehead between your knees. And take that breathe through this. And using the right and left side of your body equally, so you roll in a straight line back and then also forward. All right. So now into your ab series. Pull your right leg in, right hand at the ankle, left hand by the knee. And as you curve back, try to take your time, articulate your spine, and let the left leg float up. As you push the right shin into your hands, then pull the knee in tight. Inhale, let's switch your legs. One stretches long, the other one compresses it. You're giving it a chance to experience both sensations, both positions, and you're using your hands to your leg to pull yourself deeper into upper ab connection. Leg reaches across the room before you pull it in tight. You want to feel that work in your arms, connecting into your upper abdominals. One more set here. Inhale for one leg, exhale for the other. Both knees in, one hand to each shin. And you stretch up, fingers and toes. Wrap the arms around your legs as you pull the knees into your body. So you reach up without falling flat. You embrace the legs in nice and tight. You draw the body open and then pull it together. And a position, exhale into a ball. One last time. Stretch it out. Pull it tight. Scissors down, right leg up, left leg forward. And we inhale, switch. Try to pull the leg in, but also pull your chest and your head towards the inside of the thigh. You're getting some work into your arms, as well as feeling an additional stretch into the back of your legs. You're maintaining the upper curl using those abdominal line muscles. Good end of the left leg comes up. Bring the right leg up and the hands towards the back of your skull. Pull that long to the back of your neck. Look down at your belly and the legs squeeze together. Double leg, lower lift. Toes slide across the ceiling. Exhale and then back up. As you try to pull your elbows and chest towards the thighs. So reach away without falling back. Good. Exhale to let the legs return to the ceiling. So you reach across the ceiling, maybe down the walls just slightly, and exhale. Returning that up. Remember, you're strengthening your psoas muscles, your hip flexor muscles by doing this. The abs, however, will be felt because they're the muscles controlling the angle, the levelness of your pelvis on that way you do this. Now we twist to the right. Up on the tip of the blade. And then to the left, shoot the leg out long away from the hips. Coming forward and up so the obliques are working. And not just moving side to side. One final step. Gonna have the leg shoot right out the hip, no matter where the body is. And then back to center. To lay it down, give yourself a hug for doing such a good job with that. And then we're rolling forward and up for our spine stretch. Legs extend out, option to elevate your hips. And let's bring the arms up to the ceiling, palms back. Take the upper back extension like a seated swan. And then the palms are forward to look down and bounce over the space in front of you. Wrap your body around an invisible beach ball here. And look into your center. Press the heels and the sits bones down as you stack your spine up, bottom to top, and then take that little upper back thoracic extension, eyes lift to the sky, and then you bring your gaze back to the horizon. It'll move the torso with you, and then look down in an arc, down between your knees, down into your navel, and then press down to rise again. As you hold that beach ball and just slide it across the ceiling. While you look at it here, and then follow that ball with your gaze. As you lower it down, you roll back your head and look into your own core. One more time to go up. And add that upper back extension. The lower part of the torso stays vertical, and just the shoulder blades slide back over an invisible wall. Come out of it, exhale, and over and down. And then here, we're folding the legs, maybe pulling yourself further forward on your mat. Open the balance and rock them. So as you curl the tail up, let the abdominal wall contract, lift your feet, and now the right leg extends up, stretch the back of the leg, opening the knee, pull that back, and then to the left. The question of degree, right? As you might be tight, but this is good for them to get a stretch as long as you don't force the knee to straighten if it's not ready to do that. Whenever you lift the foot, leave the shoulder blades sliding down, so you're not punching your shoulders. Do one more for the left. Both legs in and then both legs up. You're going to rotate around towards the back of the calf, and then they come back into the center. So lift again. Stretch up to the center of each foot, and then fold. We'll do one more. Hold that lift, and look at your abs, and we roll. Inhale back to the blades. Exhale forward to balance. And again, back here, tail in the air. The head never touches the ground. You have to keep your gaze fixed on your navel as you roll. And one more time. And then legs together, with knees in the air, bringing arms up for teaser position. And then we can roll down, curl the tail up. If you need to pull your knees in or down, do it. Otherwise, toes are reaching forward. You go to your upper curl, and then you release your shoulders, head and neck. Okay. Corkscrew neck, so fold the knees in. And we're going to lift the feet up to the ceiling here. And then we're circling the feet. First to the right, small circle, around and to the left. You end up at the top, and then you reverse. So the goal here is to keep the pelvis grounded while we draw a smooth circle in the air and feel a nice massage around your sacrum, around the SI joints. Your body gets heavy on the right as the legs move left, and then the torso gets heavy on the left before the legs move right. And we're set like this. Try to imagine the weight of the legs just dropping deep into the hip joints. We're ending going from left to right. And then you can pull the knees in, rock forward and up for soft. Again, here's where you want to elevate yourself. If that helps you get more mobility in your spine. But if your hamstrings are tight, you know that. It's best to elevate your pelvis. So arms out to the side, along to the fingertips, palms down. Rotate to your right, and then the left hand is cross towards the right foot, towards the right ankle, really anywhere on the leg that works for you. And pull your right shoulder up and back so that you're getting more rotation through the upper body. Lift to come up, center here, spin to your left, right hand is across, and the back arm reaches long, reach out through the fingertips on both arms, and then pull yourself up, center here, that's really great, and then spin back and reach again. Rotate through the neck so that your head is turned, the ear to the opposite knee. Come upright, unwind, spin and dive again. Stretch that out. Press down through your right glute as you're twisting here to your left. Come upright, center, and the arms descend. We'll close the legs and let's come to standing for standing swan. So, feet in parallel. Stand with your hands below the navel, above the pubic bone, and press in a little bit. You need to do that right after Thanksgiving, right? And so we're going to push in and lift the muscles up. Try to think of lifting the navel, even like half an inch, quarter of an inch. As you come up the body, your hands will rotate so that the palms are up, the thumbs are out, and the pinky edge of your hand is at the base of the ribs. Pick up the ribs one by one, and then pick up your chest. And then take your hands to the sternum, slide up the sternum here with the fingertips. You come to the collarbone, you pull the hands out of the collarbones, and then you pull the elbows back down and in, squeeze the blades behind you. Maybe pick up the chest a little bit higher, look up at the ceiling. Even look back if you feel comfortable with that amount of extension in your neck. And then we're zipping it up from the bottom to the top. So exhale. Your face is still up, but it's going to go across the ceiling and to the horizon. Let's do that again. So hands low. Push in and start to lengthen the front line of the body. The back will start to shorten. When you go to here and start picking up the ribs, they are open in the front, they knit together in the back, hands to the sternum. You hit the little bumps at the ends of the collarbones, you slide your fingers along the best curve of the blade, collarbones. And then pull the elbows back down and in, until them touching behind you and reaching for your tail. Your chest can go higher if you want, hands behind the skull. Support the occipital ridge with the thumbs, and you can take the head a little bit back and lift the heart a little bit higher. And none of this does the belly go forward, it just goes up and stretches. And then exhale, think of zipping it up, pubic bone to navel to chest to chin. And then take a breath here. Notice your posture and you're grounded through your feet and how you feel like you can float up into your own personal halo. It's really tall and grounded at the same time. All right, so from here onto your mat, onto your stomach, single and double leg kick. You start with the single ones. So you come down and you're on your forearms. You make a fist or press the palms into the ground. Whatever feels better for you right now. So once you land the pelvis, the pubic bone on the mat, pull yourself forward away from it. So you're pulling back with the elbows, forward and up with the chest, forward and up with the eyes. And now kick the right heel in, 1, 2, stretch out your quad, and then lower down. Now the left pulls 1 and 2, and down again. You should feel length still in your neck. You're not letting the shoulders come up and punch your back. You're trying to lift the chest forward, opening the front rib cage. Pretty much the swan position we were just in, but now you're, of course, dealing with gravity in a different dimension. You have to work to stay lifted and don't let your rib cage drop down, sinking into the ground. The more you push down and back with the elbows, the more you get a feeling of lift and spreading through the rib cage in the front of your body. You're gonna end here with the beat to the left. Lower the leg, lower your chest down, turn your head to the right, and overlap your hands on the ribs behind you, elbows fall. Take a deep breath in to lengthen, and then as you exhale, 3 beats with both legs, pulsing 1, 2, 3. The shins go down, the feet go down, you reach your arms back, and you pick up your chest, look up the wall in front of you, and then release down, turn your head to the left, and we pulse again, up in the air, here, out of your lungs, lowering the legs down, reaching back, trying to keep like a flat wrist, long fingertips behind you, and down to turn right. Legs should work in unison. Perfect symmetry there. Lay them down. Head centers, look up. Try to pull the blades back down and in. As you roll the chest open, the shoulders open, bring it back down. Turn to your left. And the elbows fall. So widen the back as you pop 2 and 3. We're going to reach back, lift up again, and do one more set of beats. So going down, looking right. Exhale the air out of your lungs. With those 3 pumps, your feet go down. You reach back as far as you can. Try to touch the wall with your fingertips, reaching across the room. Come back down, look to your left. And again, the squat should be a little looser at this point. Feet to the floor. Keep them there as you lift your chest, as you lift your eyes, as you lift the heart, and then down, push off the ground, and back into your child's pose. Be respectful of your knees. And just curling the tail under to stretch out your back. And we'll snap this one up. And then look over for shoulder bridge. Once you're seated, you articulate your spine down. With that articulation of your spine whenever you can. And then we have the knees up, the feet grounded, the feet about 3 to 4 inches apart. And with the arms stretched forward, curl the tail up, faces up and slightly back. So as you lift the spine off the ground, snaking it off the floor, you can come up. Now, when you're at a plank position, that's considered more of a beginning intermediate level. When you start to roll your shoulders wide and down, right? So you're rotating the upper arm externally, the palms are still to the ground, and you boost the hips up, you boost the chest a little bit more because the blades have pulled in. The knees don't come apart, keep them the same distance. You feel some work in your inner thighs. That's a more advanced position here. And then we're going to roll the upper shoulders in to widen the blades and then curve the back down between the shoulder blades. Come down to lower ribs, come down to your waist, come down to your sacrum, and then rock forward towards the tail. The waist comes up, and we do that again. So you can press forward and down with your feet and your hands as you begin the pelvic top. Curve the tail up as it lifts off the ground. You're going to slide the knees and the tail forward. You're pulling back with the heels to get for support from the back of your legs. Come all the way up. We open the front of the body as we narrow the back to lift up higher and then push into the floor with anything touching. Right, to come up to your highest position. We're trying to work some hip opening here also. And then roll to the inner arm. So the blades separate as you can lower the spine down between them from the very top to the very tail. All the way down like that. And you get that release in the waistline as the tail sinks into the ground. We're going to do a little bit of kicks next. So feet press down, arms press down. Pull the tail forward and up. Be sure your feet are enough underneath you that you feel support from your legs. We come up, and now we're going to pick up the right knee, lifting the right hip while we do that, and then extending the right foot up to the ceiling. Point that foot as you lower down, maybe tap the heel, flex the foot to bring it up high. Point to reach long, tap down, flex to lift. And one more time, Do your very best to keep that right hip, cantilever off the left. At the top, lift your foot, point the foot, lift it more, bend the knee and lift the knee. See if you can level off the pelvic calves and then lower the foot down and roll through the foot to your on the full foot. And then here we pick up the left knee. So you're lifting the left pelvic calf with that, extending the foot to lift the left pelvic calf higher. And then we point to go down, flex to lift up. Point, reach out, tap, flex, go high, lift it more, one more time. From here, lift the heels, lift the pelvic calf, lift the foot, toe points up, bend the knee, lift the knee. Now lower the foot, roll through the foot, be sure your hips are square, lift them both, use your glutes, and then let's roll it down. You roll to the inner arm, you curve your body into the ground. So happy to be there. Tail settles into the floor. Okay, and let's roll up now for spine twist. Legs together. So reach behind you. Extend your arms slightly forward of your collarbones. Push down through the hands and the armpits and rotate to the right. Pulsing 1, 2, 3. Lift to center and spin left. Twist. And again. And once more. Back to center and spiral here. Your gaze goes back towards the hands. Your neck is also in rotation. And do this again. And I should have said that if your hamstrings are tight, you're probably better off sitting up on the block so that you get more mobility in your spine without fighting it. And what you can do if you didn't do that, you can just bend the knees more, pretty much even, and perch right on your sits bones. So give that a shot and see if that makes your back feel better when you do the twist. There you go. And we'll do one more set. As I lift the tail up behind you. Because it isn't about really straightening the legs, it's about getting the mobility here from your tail all the way to your head. Back to center and lower the arms down. And we'll go back to lay onto your backs for check-in. So not recommended if you have osteoporosis or if you're pregnant, otherwise. Or really if you have neck issues, you might skip this one and go back and do an earlier exercise. You do have the option of taking the roller across under your hips, if you feel like that would be helpful. And we can pull the knees in, extend the legs up to the ceiling, and then bring the legs forward and down. Inhale to lift the legs, exhale to lift the hips. Push through your palms, bring your hips up in the air, maybe hike the feet up a little bit and then lower them. And then we push forward with the heel of the hand. The shoulders will curl up so that you can flex your spine on the way down. And then as you settle the legs a little bit forward, the chest widens, the legs reach forward only to your working level. And then we lift again. Inhale, exhale. And then you really keep lifting the tail as you lift up through the center of each foot, not through the toes. And then bring it back down again. So pushing more to the inner edge of the arm will help the shoulders curve up a little bit. And then bring it all the way forward to your working level, and one last one. Gaze is up and back, don't look to the side. And then we reverse, going down. Push the floor heavy and away from your body as you come down. And then fold the knees in, hug them in here. Just rock a little bit side to side. And from here, come on up or forward. We're going to roll back and lean onto our elbows for a corkscrew. So you can bring yourself down, either fist or palms down. And then from here, pull the waist back and down so you can traction into the low back. The tail and the pubic bone will tilt up. And then one knee pulls in, then the other, the legs together. Lift the legs up towards the ceiling, right? You have the knees bent, you're thinking about the feet dropping directly into the socket. We're gonna let the legs sweep over to the right. You can pick up your left hip a bit, circle forward and around. So you're on the left glute and then pull back to center. And then we go to the left. So nice and slow. And you're opening your chest, but the lower part of the back is flexed. The good news of this is you only have to do 3. Actually, you don't have to do any, but traditionally the exercise is 3 sets. There we go for the last set, well, at least for me. Roll around that sacrum, and back it up, and ending, of course, left to right, unless you truly need to rest. It's allowed to keep the weight of the legs up in the air, and then fold the knees into your chest, and let's rock forward and up for seal to end. Okay. So bring your heels kind of close to your tailbone, slide your hands inside your legs, and then wrap your hands around the outside of the ankles. We're going to look into the belly, curl the tail up as you pick up your feet, and find your balance point here. You're pressing the arms out into the legs, and you're pressing the edges of the feet together, and the legs into the arms. Open and close from the hip. Open and close 1, 2, 3. Roll to your shoulder blades, head off the ground. 1, 2, 3, and forward, or even just 1, or none at all. So we roll back, forward, and top of that. Facing straight from the navel the whole time. Really good. And sometimes I try to think about suspending my tail up in the air, like even getting my hips a little higher for a slight levitation effect, a slight stalling in there. And all right, feet to the ground, stretch the legs out, just take one final stretch. Reach towards your toes and pull the waist back. And then we'll step the spine up to be finished for today. Yay, good work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.